Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm the Convalescing Soul. Welcome one, welcome all. There's been a heavier energy today. Hopefully what we read today from the beautiful Lightworker Oracle Guidebook will help alleviate some of that for those of us who need it. And interestingly enough, we speaking of heaviness, heavy energy, I think there's a lunar eclipse coming up, which is kind of fun, but we are reading number 16, Dark Night of the Soul, and 16 reduces to a 7, which I believe is a very spiritual number, which is nice that accompanies the Dark Night of the Soul. Often there is light, at the end of a dark tunnel. And we just focus on the light. Dark Night of the Soul is not always an easy thing to go through. But personally, I can attest to beautiful things coming out of it. So for those of you who are beginning it, in the middle of it, or coming out of it, from my heart to yours, you are seen. I hope you feel loved. Let's read. You are ready for a more real and radiant relationship with the divine. Your preconceived ideas and safe limiting beliefs may be sacrificed in order for this to happen. To the divine, these are only the clothing of your spirit. They are impediments to the absolute intimacy the divine seeks with you. You might feel vulnerable or uncertain as the divine goes about stripping away those barriers. My dog just ran through here like whoosh. There's some of you in a rush today. This is when you enter the dark night of the soul. You understand there is nothing to rely upon but the divine, and you will find it difficult to trust at times. This night will end, however, and the sweetness of the divine dawning in your heart shall render all worthwhile. But for now, you are meant to feel exactly as you feel. You are not doing something wrong. You are simply moving closer to the divine. Okay, that was very, very good. Okay, let's continue. Sometimes when I read these, I'm kind of in the zone and I'm just reading, and then sometimes I feel every word of it. Let's continue. Even though you are already on a spiritual path this lifetime, you can go deeper. Sometimes people know this and yet are afraid. Familiar with emotional drama, they are hesitant to let go of what they know, even if that is emotional suffering and mental anguish. That fear prevents them from being willing to trust in the loving hand reaching out to them. Sorry, my nose is a little itchy. It might seem silly, yet letting go of fear to take hold of the hand of love can be extraordinarily difficult. If you don't trust that love will hold you, letting go can seem like allowing yourself to fall into an abyss. It's funny because I was like envisioning in my head a time when I was younger and my friends and I used to do those trust falls. Have you guys ever tried those? A feeling of madness may plague you as you wonder if you are sane to leave a known world behind you and enter into the darkness of your own doubt and fear. You sense that the old self and the familiar ways will not survive this dark night. Even if you know in your heart that this sort of spiritual death is an opening to new life, it can still be profoundly comforting. The only way to end the dark night is to go through it, to endure it, and know that although you will not understand how it could be possible, it will transform itself into the sweetest grace. In time, you shall be on your knees, not in despairing prayer, dearest child of love, but in gratitude, peace, and devotion. Though it begins as a challenge, the dark night of the soul will become a saving grace. Love knows you are ready. No matter what you may think at this moment of struggle, you are ready to take the spiritual test, excuse me, and emerge more in love with the divine than ever. Remember, this is an advanced initiation and therefore challenging at a profound spiritual level. Therefore, get some support. Even though you walk the path alone, another can help bear witness to your process and remind you that you are on a noble path of empowerment, love, and truth. Also, although you may feel your guidance has abandoned you, in truth, they are with you even more closely, whispering words of encouragement, hope, and love. Look for the love within and let it guide you through the dark night. It will lead you faithfully and in perfect divine timing into the light of your sweetest morning. Here is your invocation. So I'm just looking at the card again and it makes me want to go sit in the sauna. Do you guys have a sauna out there? Some of you listening to this while you're in the sauna? Just the purging, the feeling of like purging. Okay, we're all gonna go sit in the sauna after this. Okay, here's the invocation. The dark night of the soul is love calling me into light, calling me to let go of fear, to release my every doubt and say instead, I know that love is more real, more powerful than anything else, always. So I accept love's power and grace, and I invite the healing presence of unconditional divine love into my heart now. Bring me the peace and spiritual blessing that I need to be freed from darkness and opened to the sweet light of love's truth. May all beings caught in darkness be assisted by unconditional love to see, feel, and know that the path of love is theirs forever. Through my own free will, so be it. That was very beautiful. to all you beautiful souls out there. Thank you for your continued love, comment, like, share, support. I appreciate any feedback, positive, negative, anything. I'm open to whatever. I just appreciate you. So thank you so much.